Hello everybody, it's Mike the Baldadonis, and today is Thursday, which means it's
Conspiracy Theories Thursday.
with Gary from the gym. So what are we talking about today, bud?
Today, Mike, we're going to talk about smart dust. I get into this stuff, smart dust, in the sense that it's amazing that they can make, this is happening in the mid-1990s, so it's been going on mid-1990s, it's 2018 now, so you're looking at 20 plus years, 25 years of this stuff. And what they do, what they've made is little semiconductor, small, really teeny, microscopic, we'll call them RFID chips, but they have their own antenna, own little battery, yeah.
There's a battery and antenna. Something that we can't see.
And it has a device to send out frequency and also receive and communicate with one another. At first it was designed for the military. What they do is spray the dust on top of buildings or where the war area is, and they can see terrain, they can see buildings, and if the stuff lands on people, they can actually see the people moving within the building, you know? So it's a form of a military advanced technology. It's a way to snuff out and see different things within the battlefield. But also they use it in the cities. They call smart cities, where they want buildings, vehicles, streets, everything to be smart. And this smart dust, also known as motes, communicate with one another. And they're sent wirelessly to computers, autonomous computers that is. It's not like anybody's just sitting there and watching all this. And the computers collect all the data, you know, a mountain full of data. This is what amazes me, is this, why, you know? I mean, just to accumulate all this data to see people going here and there, or the buildings. They talk about making it so that the smart dust, actually, you don't need to control anything, and it controls itself. You set the settings and it does it. It does temperature, it does thermodynamics, it does magnetism, it does movement. It's just amazing if you look into it. So the smart dust, it refers to miniature wireless semiconductor devices. Like I said, it was built started in the 1990s. The company, Corporation RAND, it's a research and development's been working on this. DARPA, which would be the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, and they get $2.9 billion annually in their budget. So it's a wonderful tax dollars going there. I love it. Our tax dollars are always being used for something. So you'd ever hear of a smart grid? Well, the smart dust would work with the smart grid, where it's the Internet of Things that it's identification and remote control of everything by control computer and between objects and persons, which is also going to be used in the next 5G generation Wi-Fi. So you need transmitters and receivers with the smart dust, and when the 5G kicks in, I think 2020 anyway, they'll be collecting a lot of data. So I just find it amazing that just this microscopic little metal RFID chips can accumulate data and give real-time information. You know, again, why do you need that? I mean, back in the day, people used to just get up in the morning, go work the farm, milk the cow, go home with their family and relax. What do we need all this high-tech stuff all over the cities and what have you? So it's just amazing. So these microelectronic mechanical sensors, which another name for them, is going to accumulate data. Anyway, so smart dust monitors everything, acting like electronic nerve endings for the planet. Fitted with computing power, sensing equipment, wireless radios, and long battery life, smart dust would make observations and relay mountain of real-time data about people, cities, and natural environment. So they're using this in agriculture, the farms, talking about, you know, if the soil's dried out, maybe we can get some more water in there if the plants ain't doing well. So they're using this technology in positive way. You know, they feel as though that it can help society. I wrote here, it's also smart dust is in the biotechnology field. It's medical engineering. It's used in the safety and security monitoring. How do you say that word?
Monitoring.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. They also mentioned that injecting smart dust into a person's brain for endoscopic medical imaging is far less invasive. So use the smart dust, they can track it and do its things to see where different parts of the brain, if there's a problem with cancer or what have you. So those are some positive attributes with smart dust, you know. I just find it, but you know, what are the downsides? I mean, if they're spraying to smart dust in the skies, you're inhaling this stuff. We're inhaling it. So they can turn these things on, and as humans are electrically conductive, so these things give off like electricity. So, you know, it could change our mood, our feelings, make us feel up, down. It's control. Talk about controlling people with this stuff. But anyway, that's one aspect of it. And there's another idea that, you know, this is the other side that I really wonder about. It's I got this Future Strategic Issues and Future Warfare 2025. The future's now. It's a NASA document. I don't know if you can see that. But in this document, they talk about microdust weaponry. It's a mechanical analog to micron-sized mechanical dust, which is distributed as an aerosol and inhaled into the lungs. Dust mechanically bores into the lung tissue and executes various pathological missions. It's a wholly new class of weaponry which is legal. Now, they say it's legal. In 2001, there's an HR bill, HR 2977, and in the bill it says that they can't spray aerosols or what have you from 60 kilometers and up. Doesn't say anything about 60 kilometers and down. So that's where you get the totally legal thing. So our Congress is aware of this stuff, and they're just turning their heads around it. I just find it amazing that if this is what the smart dust is about, you know, spraying in our communities. People have a lot of breathing problems. If you watch television, there's about 5-6 different breathing medicines that people take. They blame it on allergies and pollen and what have you. You know, to me it's a ruse. If you look on your morning news station, they tell you today's going to be an 8.6 on the pollen scale, you know, or a 10 out of a 12, you know, and it's just, and then you see these jets flying around upstairs. I don't know if you ever look up. I suggest start looking up and you'll see something's happening. Yeah, well, what can you do? I just bring this up. I mean, this is a document. It was published in 2001, I believe.
So you believe everything you read?
Well, when it's from NASA and it's a warfare document, and they write smart dust in here, the word smart dust, it's to be, the questions are to be asked. I have a hard time understanding this, so to ask me if I read everything I believe, I'm trying to figure it out.
But that doesn't look like a real NASA documentation.
Well, this is photocopied.
Oh, okay, so
Okay.
photocopied.
Right. The www.stopthecrime.net is the person who made this. I happened to buy it because I wanted to find, you know, learn about this stuff. It's very interesting. There's other pages here that I dovetailed, or whatever you want to call it. They talk about fuel, air, dust, and air explosions in the order of 15 times TNT. So explosive weapons for volumetric weapons for mass effect. They have mechanical microdust under what is apparently legal.
Well, not even just that stuff, buddy. How about trucks that run diesel fuel and you can smell? I get vertigo.
Yep.
From inhaling environmental pollution.
Right.
Cars, diesel trucks.
Sure.
Motorcycles, cigarettes.
Right.
All
Well,
those
when
have
something's
chemicals.
purposely sprayed from the skies onto you, this stuff is light, it stays in the air, it floats, and then it lands on the buildings. This is what it does. It just lands and then it sends off its signals. So really the issue here is why, and is it right? Is it wrong? Yeah, I think it's wrong. It's not natural. Is it natural? I mean, you're saying a diesel truck lets off the exhaust. Technically that's not a natural thing, but because in our world trucks drive here and there, and that's a byproduct. I mean, I don't like being being behind a diesel truck because I smell it when I'm driving, right? So I got to turn the vents off and what have you. And yeah, they're trying to solve that by electric cars and have automated cars. This micro dust has something to do with that too. It'll let the cars know what's going on, you know, where the cars are going and what have you. But the point of the story is that you can't, you know, because we have the diesel fuel, we can't really get around that because, you know, we get food from it, or they're doing a delivery and what have you.
No, everything's being delivered.
Right.
Everything.
So it's a byproduct of that. Yeah. But when they purposely spraying smart dust on us, and people are inhaling this, or it's landing in your skin, this is the biggest organ of the human body, and it's porous, and the stuff is microscopic, and you can't even see it with the naked eye. You know, I got all kinds of pores on my arms. You know, with the sun bearing down on me, it opens my pores up more because I'm hot and sweaty. Stuff lands on me. You know, what does that mean? And then I'm ingesting this stuff. That's not normal. Right?
If that's what's really going on.
Well, you can do your research. Like that's what this is all about.
Right.
It's just to spark your interest.
That's right.
What is smart dust? You can buy smart dust is on the stock market. You can do stocks with smart dust. Oh yeah, smart dust technology. Oh yeah, there's companies making this. This is a new thing now.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't make-believe stuff.
So check out the stock market.
Yeah, just
I think you should invest.
do smart dust stocks. Well, yeah, if you want to do it, you know, yeah, they talk about this is the new and incoming thing. I mean, everything's going wireless. This is what they want, wireless. My thing is with the wireless, can they turn these smart
Phones. Smart technology.
Can we turn the smart dust on and make it do these dastardly deeds? Because
Dastardly.
dastardly, that's where I'm at.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you want to wrap it up?
Sure. So, Anna, do your research.
Do your research.
I know, you think it's funny, that's good.
It is.
This is why we talk about
It's
it.
entertaining.
Yeah.
You know,
entertaining.
for most of us, a lot of people will take it for real. But guys, I want to thank you very much for the past 2 weeks. I've been getting more and more followers. Thank you very much. And more videos are being liked and shared. So thank you guys so much. And I want to thank Gary from the gym for keeping us entertained.
Entertaining, yeah, I love
And,
it. Yeah, why not?
yeah,
Learn
right.
something new every week, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I just find it amazing. It's like sci-fi. I mean, if you enjoy sci-fi,
Well, there you go.
and this is in your life,
Right.
what are you going to do to prevent it from affecting you? That's really what it's about.
All right, guys. Until next week, Gary from the gym, Baldadonis out.